So here we're going to take a look at how to multiply two decimals together using our knowledge of place value to help us. So when I look at this problem of 15 7/10 times 9/10, I want to think of this 15 17/10. I'm going to round that up to 16, and 9/10 is around 1. So over here I'm going to do an estimate. So it's just to think aloud, and I encourage my students to do this so that way they're thinking ahead of what their estimate should be. So 16 times 1 would give me 16. So that when I go ahead and I multiply this, I know my product should be around that 16. So knowing that, I can actually look at this 15 7/10 and this 9/10 as 157 times 9. And I can do that using either the standard algorithm that they worked on, or I can go ahead and think of that in terms of the area model. And 157, I'm going to expand that out as 100 plus 50 plus 7. And I'm going to multiply that times 9. 9 times 100 is 900. 9 times 50. 9 times 5 is 45. Times 10, 450. 9 times 7 is 63. And then I go ahead and I add those up. Students might go ahead and say, okay, 63 is 50 plus 13, so 513 plus 900, and that will give me 1,413. Okay, but I know I'm going to have to go back and think of where to place that decimal, so my answer lies around my estimate of 16. So now if I go ahead and do the algorithm, 157 times 9, 7 times 9 is 63. Regroup those 6 tens, 5 times 9, 45 plus 6 is 51. Regroup those 5 hundreds. 1 times 9 is 9 plus 5 is 14. So I can see that I have the same product of 1,413, but now I've got to place my decimal. So here I've multiplied a tenth times a tenth, and a tenth times a tenth will give me 100th. So I want to think about, okay, where do I place my decimal? So if I place it here, I have 1,413, and that definitely doesn't, that is not it's not reasonable compared to our estimate. If I place it here, 141, still not reasonable. But if I place it here, so I have 14 13/100ths, that makes my answer reasonable. So that means I can know that 15 7/10 times 9/10 will give me that 14 13/100ths. So in this case, and some of the students at first might look and say, well, wait a minute, I'm multiplying a number times a number, and my product is smaller. That doesn't happen typically, but because I'm multiplying 15 7/10 by a number less than 1, my product is going to be less than the factor of 15 7/10. So that's just one way that our students might be multiplying decimals.